EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
At 70, Indy, look at me, score, ready?
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 53, Mike. I got you, boy. I got you.
Man.
SOS.
Down.
From the 44, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down now. Hilliard, and a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
53 is the mark.
Get it.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
90 Wolf. Hey, lock it.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey. Go.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
Go now. 50, plant.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
That's 5.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Broncos had 15 fourth-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for some. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Jam. Kill.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike.
Locke now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Yep.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Locke to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Miles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Ready up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Don't let him breathe. You're out. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Joker.
Look at me. Go. Look at me. Zip.
On third and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And this time he's not going anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
51 on my boy, 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
King. Alert.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Fair. Check 25. Undercrunch. Hit it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Leo, go.
On 3rd down, block. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On the set.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Set the tone, defense.
Go.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Rock it.
Check three.
Hey! Ready?
On 1st down, Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Slam. Shift.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lock. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll run on first down. Hilliard, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Browns.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield gets it to Gordon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Switch it.
A give, running right, Lindsey. There he goes again. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now to the air. Lock. Throwing right, and that's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 31. Now it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Right here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
High 7. Check 13. Check 13. Watch the edge.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll take a shot, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started.
Alert.
On 1st down, Hilliard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run again with Hilliard. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a give, right side. Hilliard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Tighten up. Regular. Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd down, Hilliard, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Hilliard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Theo Riddick, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Riddick. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on, G.
Go.
53 is mic. Check. 53 is mic. I'm coming up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
They're not ready for this. Hey, Alpha. Y'all playing the wrong football.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Go on. Go on. Look at me. Zipper. That's me. Get it.
Lock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Out. Go out.
Switch. No. Off.
Hey, wahoo.
Kill.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Theo Riddick with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Bravo.
Now Mayfield. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We got this. 61, match box, lights.
SOS. Hatchet. Check safety.
5.
They go back to Reddick. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Denver. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Denver, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.